I say, I do not see you. Oh. Well, you know, it can take a few seconds for it to get all working and everything. Just because it hits 4 o'clock doesn't actually mean the stream starts. I actually do have to push a button to like make that stream start. I was looking at the monitor, looking at the wrong thing. But yeah, so I mean, I do have to push a button to make that actually do that, just so you know. It, like, really, realistically, a lot of streams, they start 10, 15 minutes after. It's like a concert, right? You show up at 9, but it doesn't start till 9:15. You know, a lot of ones like that. They'll have like a pre-show thing, and it'll be like doing a little music and stuff. It's really nice, but you know, I don't have that yet. We're getting there one week at a time, right? So anyways, today, what we're going to do is 2 basic things. First of all, you notice slightly different setup. I got my little dress form over here now, so that will be set up, always showing like one of my pieces. And then eventually I'm going to have like my logo and stuff like that on this wall, instead of having a door as my background there, because it's like the door was, you know, I can't put anything on there. It's like, it's not really going to help any. And then this table is still here and everything. I think in the future, next stream, I'm going to move the whole thing like 2 feet back, because I'm still like out of frame, right? Like I'm out of frame. I have to like bend over. So, you know, we're getting there every day a little bit better, right? So, you know, what I wanted to go over is 2 different things. For starters, I have a cool little one. Isn't that cool? And so I started by got a new little water bottle, and then I got a cool little holographic sticker on there, really sweet. And then it's like holographic itself, so that's nice. You know, I always like to have everyone has a little gimmick, and I like steel water bottles, and so that'll be mine, right? Everyone kind of has that kind of stuff. And if you ever want to send me a sticker, I'm going to set up a PO box here in the next like 2 weeks or so, and I'll be able to, like, people can send me stickers if they want, and I'll put it on there, and then, you know, you can have like a little free ad sitting there on the side there. And, you know, a lot of people do that kind of stuff on YouTube, and so I can do it too, right? Anyways, the main 2 things I wanted to talk about is, one, you saw it's a short stream about shorts, and so I do want to talk about the shorts, but I want to talk about 2 other things first. For starters, we have this. If you could see, they are not, you know, it's not really moving much. The reason why, I have put beeswax into it. This is like 2 pounds of beeswax that you then, excuse me, you then take this hot iron and you melt it onto it. Technically, you also use like the parchment paper so it doesn't really go through. But yeah, so this is one of the things that you can get in the $35 tier. You'll have a set of these get sent to your house every month. This is obviously the kind of gay adult themed one, because I fussy cut different of men of that thing. But what it is say you have a little bowl like this, you can put it on top, and it's a way to store stuff. Obviously, this one's too big. I have another size as well. This is the smaller size one. So this will do a bigger bowl, much bigger. I mean, you can see this one's going all the way to the bottom there. Way too big, all right? But that's the idea. And you can see it actually kind of like holds its shape, because it is just a bunch of beeswax. And then you can even flatten it back out too. No problem. Reusable. All you got to do is wash them. And then so I finished a couple of those and a couple Pokemon ones too. And so, you know, you have a little bowl and you could throw that. Technically, the next step I have to worry about is some people use rubber bands to hold it. Some people use string. Some people use ribbon, all kinds of stuff. So I'll be working on that next. I wanted to kind of like test the product out, see if I like it, which I do. So nice, like this one's for bowls. This is the bowl size one. This one's like the big mixing bowl size. So, you know, fun little thing. Say if you're holding bread that needs to be proofed, or, you know, you have, you know, this is like a snack bowl. So you can just have that like a little thing to hold the snacks. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. It's just something fun and eco-friendly that you can have. And it's safe to eat, safe to touch, safe to everything like that. This is actually cosmetic grade. And so it's triple purified, can be used with all kinds of stuff. You know, even reduces wrinkles and age spots because it has vitamin A in it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't need it for that. I just need it to hold my bowls. So that's one of the things I'm working on. Always working on more of the DIY stuff. And then the second thing, I got all kinds of little patterns out today. So the most popular of the designs seems to be the shield design. And so the shield is pretty cool. This was the first version. And then when I actually drew up my tech pack the other day, I realized that I drew it actually differently than I made my pattern here. And so what I have done is designed it as I actually had it on my tech pack. So this is now put these two pieces back together. There you go. See, now you still have that same thing, right? But it's actually two pieces. And this is actually going to be 1/2, 1/2, and then this is, you know, the top half. And so I already went ahead and cut those out. You know, always trying to make my streams a little quicker and everything like that. Man, I'm really out of frame this today. You can tell, you know, it's always a new thing every day. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, so I have my ironing board over here, which actually I'm gonna go ahead and take all of these and move them to another place. All right, and I can take these guys and move them to another place. All right. So, this is what I went ahead and cut out. So that's going to be, you know, your center point is there. That's your sleeve. Center point's there, that's your sleeve, right? So I've already sewn it. We've seen this, you know, a bunch of times already. So I didn't really, I figured, you know, we've seen it enough times, me sewing a little line. And I was going to have the whole thing done already. And, you know, have both my pair of shorts done and have this done, but I only really had time for the one. So, you know, we can chat while I do the other one, right? So, something that I can chat with you guys about is I went ahead and had quite an adventure this week. I went and actually took like Tuesday off of work for me for like the other place that I work at, and then went and bought a laptop. Well, turns out, because I tried that laptop on Wednesday, obviously with the goal of having it, you know, on today's live stream. Well, it was so bad. Windows 11 is the worst operating system ever made by man. That is an awful, awful thing. Do not buy it. Seriously, do not buy Windows 11. It is really, really bad. I mean, the only words they said the whole time were ad revenue, ad revenue. I mean, the thing is toxic. I mean, I felt like borderline abuse to open up that app. I mean, that stuff was bad. Like, it was manipulative. Everything was just about like, well, how many ads can we give you? But what about the ads? And it's like, I bought the computer. I didn't buy a way for you to make money off of me. Like the country that we have nowadays, it seems the ad revenue is the only thing that is like pushing the country. And it's like, nah, man, I want to be able to live and make money and do my thing, but not constantly have to know about Microsoft knowing everything that I'm doing. Like, it's getting a little ridiculous. So I went ahead and returned it because I don't need it. I don't need something that crazy. So I went ahead and returned it and then went to a pawn shop, a nice little pawn shop in town called Pawn First. It's like, you know, a big chain pawn shop. And then got, for the same price, I paid $500 for the laptop. And for the same price, because that was an i5 with 8 gigs. Microsoft Windows 11 is so big, it took 6 of the 8 gigs to run the system, which means I had a 2 gig hard. Like, no, that's not acceptable for $500. No. So literally, I went and returned it. No problem. Best Buy took it. Nothing wrong with Best Buy there. They took it. I was in and out in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, returned it. I mean, no problem, no questions other than, anything, what's wrong with it. They tested it on the spot, done, no problem there. Went over to like a few pawn shops, kept, kind of searching around and found one that I really like. Got it for, funny enough, $700 or $500. Sorry, $500 for the same thing. Now this one's an i7, 16 gigs of RAM on a Windows 10. All because it's from 2018. And it's like 2018 to 2022 has not had that many advancements. That computer is not like, I mean, they were bargain basementing that one. They really didn't want it or something. And so I got it as a steal. I mean, that thing was like, one of those things that sometimes I don't think they know what they had. Like that was definitely a $700, $800, $900 laptop they're selling for $500, and I ain't complaining. So anyways, this is going to be that neckline piece. As my pieces are going to be, they're going to be double faced. So you get no, you just get a nice clean look. Nice and clean. All right. So we have some other pieces, and that laptop I was just talking about. Now let's go over to it because now I have 2 monitors and 2 little abilities to actually see everyone and for everyone to see me because that's gotta be professional, right? But yeah. So now that you've kind of seen what I'm working on here, the nice thing about double face is there's not really a front or back necessarily because you can do it like this, but then, you can just flip it and there you go. I got my front, right? So, that's one of the nice things always about that is they're super easy to work with. Actually, you know what? I need 4 of these. I don't even cut 2. I need 4 of these. I just thought about that, See, this is I told you, I literally got back from getting the laptop like a half an hour ago. Or like an hour ago. So it's been a little bit, that's why I said it was going to be a short stream today. Because I was trying to get it done, but it's like, I just thought about it. I don't have another one of these. Oh, well, it's fine. It's all good. Let's see if I have enough fabric, actually. I don't know, I'll think about it. But anyways, I'm going to go and get to the other one, which is at the other one. So give me 1 second. And this one. And then hello. And then I put the other camera pretty close by, so it should still be good. So the other one was a blue stripe. This one we're actually going to do like a gray and a black. The Shield last time had this black fabric, and so I was like, oh, we'll bring it back, I probably could have done the rainbow some more, but I was like, yeah, we already did the rainbow once. But I was like, I figured we'll do this one, So we'll go ahead and line these 2 pieces up. Ooh, another thing that I just recently got the other day was a serger. If you notice those, the wax pieces, they were all serged. Probably should have shown that off too, huh? I need a 3rd camera for that one, huh? But hopefully by next month, the goal is to have like a good studio tour for everyone to kind of like show people from where we've started. Which you look at the first streams, you've seen the mess that I've had, and then hopefully here soon enough we'll get a better one. Also, you can see it's a little bit farther back. I made like a little thing for it to hold on. So it's actually like much higher up, much farther back. I think it's going to be a nicer look for sure. And I'm just using some old thread. It is actually a variegated thread, which means it goes from blue to white, blue to white. It means that they dyed it over time, basically. Like they're not dyeing the whole thing. They dyed like every 5 inches. They're trying to like dye, basically. So you actually get this kind of unique. I don't know if you could tell, but it's like some of it's blue, some of it's white. It's like dark blue, white, like a white blue, and then like a baby blue. Like, so it kind of like goes through different colors. It's a fun thing. Like, I bought it to do top stitching with so that I could have like a cute top stitch. But it's been like 5 years since I've owned it. So it's like, eventually you just got to use it, Sometimes it's better just to use that fabric up and use that stuff up so then I can fill my drawers with even more fabric. And I'm thinking of trying to do a fabric drive here eventually where I'll give you some of my beeswax or some of these like, small stuff that I'm making in exchange, like, these bowls and stuff like that in exchange for fabric. Just for fun, right? Something, again, eco-friendly, like part of the 3 R's, right? Recycle, reuse, reduce, right? So anyways, those are the 3. Let's go back. And now you see why people usually have friends help them. Because it's like, going from here to there, there's a lot of like dead time. And I apologize for that. I'm a new tuber and, a single guy. I don't have no roommates or nothing. So, never thought not having a roommate would be a bad idea until I needed them, right? But it's always a good idea to press your seams. And now we can see what the base is going to look like. And see, I actually did cut 2 of these. Because see, we have another one here, which is supposed to be the back, but I forgot to cut another set of those. So that's fine. Next week, we'll look at the full shirt. At the end of the day, I just wanted to say that, it was one of those things is I made it the tech pack, and then I actually liked the design better on the tech pack. And so I had to redesign the whole pattern to do it. So, sometimes life just, you draw something and you end up liking it better, and it's okay. You don't have to cry over it. You don't have to, old me 10 years ago, you wouldn't have had a stream today. I would have been in my bed crying because I wasn't perfect, and nowadays it's better to be there than it is to be perfect. All right. So that's, of course, going to be the bottom of the shirt. And then you have this beautiful thing here. Oh, you know what? I actually will need. Okay, I'll deal with that too in the future. Okay, so let's try to assemble this little guy. See what happens. Because, anytime you assemble something for the first time, let's not burn myself. Anytime you assemble something for the first time, I had notches, but I did not draw them, unfortunately. I've been really loving these big ones. Look how long they are. They're like a 2-inch needle. I've been really loving those recently. I have one of these. You're supposed to like slap it on. But I don't know. I have really weak, like small wrists. So it like literally covers it completely. And it becomes like too hard for me. I don't know if anyone else is that way. Where like I can't use, like I like it, but I can't use it. So I just use it as, a regular old pincushion. And that's one of the things I'll actually be making for you guys as well is pincushions. Because, why not, right? More personal this way. Yeah, that is true. It's definitely, you get to see a live disaster in front of you, right? Which, that's the most YouTube thing there is. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if this works. All right, let's go back to the other table and see what happens. Oddly enough, oh, you know what? That's what it is. It says private chat up here. I was like, I can't see the comments over here. And it's like, now I can. I didn't have it. I had it clicked on private chat. I didn't have it clicked on public chat. Sometimes I forget how powerful these machines are. I was like a nice steady one instead. Now, I might end up double facing both of them and have it just be fully lined. You know, excuse me. That's part of the beauty of watching, right? You get to see me slowly design things as well, because things don't just come out of nowhere. You. Yeah. I didn't hit the point as well as I would like, but that's all right for a first try. You know, I don't got to be perfect on the first one. We're just kind of testing it out, especially on a brand new pattern like this. It's a lot of times better to slap it together and see what happens than it is to agonize for a long time, because you could agonize for a long time and then not like your finished product, and what was all that agony for, right? All right, let's see if this works. All right, let's go press this sucker. Actually, should I? In the future, I'm going to have to do that first. Oh, my thread ran out. All right, well, I don't have another bobbin ready right now, so we'll just leave it like that for now. Just give it a little tester. All right, let's go press it. I like the pin cushion. Could you move it up your arm some? Yeah, I probably could. But frankly, it's just not comfortable. You know, if you know what slat bracelets are, it's literally a slat bracelet. Like from like the 1980s, it's literally a slat bracelet. So, I mean, if I move it like up here or something, I guess I could. But I don't know, at a certain point, I guess I just would start getting worried about, like, you know, poking my eye into it, stuff like that. Oh, you know what? You're right. See? I told you. This is what happens when... Yeah, you're right. There is no sound right now. Mm-hmm. There we go. See? You know, I gotta start getting I gotta get a checklist or something together. Make sure I have everything done every day. But anyways, press it as you sew it. It's always a good policy. My voice is going today. Ooh, I did not nail that. All right, well, I have to think about that. Because in theory, it looks very, very good. I also feel that I made it longer somehow. Wider. I do not like The armpit. Yeah, see, me neither. Me neither. So. This is not the right size for this dress for him, huh? And what I'm going to do, pull it way far out. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? All right. Man, hey, this one way too big. It just seemed too big. It seems bigger than the last one. Somehow I have done that. I don't know how. But it does seem bigger than the last one. Because this is the last one right here. It definitely seems much larger for some reason. I have to go look at my pattern and what I did. Yeah, because it does seem much bigger. Okay, you know what? We'll do this. Look at it. It really does seem, I don't know what I have done to make it so large. I gotta check my pattern again. I've made it somehow way too big. I'm not sure how. Because I mean that seems the right size, but somehow this has gotten, I don't know, it feels too big. I don't know. But anyways, this is what the design will be eventually once I get this part figured out. Because, I mean, that's going to need to get seam ripped and redone is what's going to end up needing to be happening. But I have to figure out how to get these two pieces connected. I'll probably get them first. A hamburger. Oh, that's cute. I like a little hamburger one. But yeah, so, I mean, that was how I designed it on the tech pack the other day. Was the bottom half was in two pieces, and the top half was all one piece. But I'll have to look at my design again to see if I did this part right. Because something does seem off on it, for sure. But yeah, that's the cute little one that I've made, right? And so, you know, that's the design for today. You get this cute little color block thing then. Isn't that cute? That's a cute little thing. I definitely will have to get the, you know, the whole thing kind of figured out here. It does seem large. And we'll have to figure out how to get that point done for sure. I'll look into it over the next week and come back with a finished one for you guys next week. We're going to have a finished one here. Anyways, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, I'm going to go to the other monitor for it real fast because this one's still not really set up right yet. But give me 1 second. I'm going to show you something else. So that was, if you look at the head, it says the House of Eyes Shorts and Shield 2. This is technically Shield 2. So it's like Shield 2.0. And so I'll make another one, you know, next time we'll kind of worry about that, right? But yeah, so next thing. I wanted to go over my shorts. Let's see if I can get it in frame there for you. Boom! These are mine. I made these. So give me 1 second. I kind of wanted to show you that, you know, they are staying on. I've been wearing them the entire time, so that's kind of a cute little thing. I wanted to kind of like surprise everyone. It's like I actually do have my shorts almost done. I'm getting some pieces ordered in, but these are actually my shorts. You know, isn't that cool? And it has the elastic waistband to it. And so I'm going to go back to the other one, and then I'm going to show you like some details about it. Because it is kind of unique, and I think it's going to be really cool. But I wanted to show, you know, the whole thing up front first. 1 second. I'll get me some other pants on. That way I can talk about these pants. Because you gotta wear some pants. It's YouTube after all, right? My OnlyFans is coming later. But anyways, what I wanted to show everyone. Actually, maybe the other one probably would have been better. Let's go to the other one. Actually, let's see. I could do it from here. Yeah. So these are elastic. So these are elastic waist pants. Nice, stretchy. And if you end up not liking, this is a 2-inch waistband. If you don't like the waistband, I can always make them smaller. I like 2 inches because it's so big you don't feel it. It's kind of like what happens. You don't feel it anymore because it's 2 inches. And then what's cool about this is the inside is that fabric. And so I switched it so you kind of get a little color effect there. But what makes these unique is, everyone has pants, right? That's not too crazy. But if you look, right now, I don't have the buckle for it yet. But I had said last time that I actually wanted 2 pieces of elastic put together. And that way, I'm actually going to have like a belt buckle in this. And you'll put the belt buckle through, and you'll actually be able to secure your pants and have it basically like an internal belt. I'm going to be using the straps that you see on a backpack. If you ever seen a backpack, I have a backpack somewhere. Ooh, 1 second. Let's see. It's got to have one of them on there. Let's see. This actually doesn't have one of the tri-glides on it, but they're called tri-glides. And let's see. Normally these have them on there, but it's the one that helps to adjust this, because that one they just kind of like did this cheap thing, but it's the one that helps to adjust this. 1 second. This one, right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. This guy. See how this works? Where you can adjust this to be different sizes. See what I'm saying? You can adjust this to be different sizes by using this little guy right here. And so that's how the pants will work. You'll have a loop, okay? And then you'll have the other side that goes into it, because this is actually the whole top half of that loop is all one piece. And then actually, if you look, let's see if I can get it correctly, it's all actually one piece. From this side all the way over, and then it goes into this piece, and then through here, and then you attach it. You attach it just like that. And so then you can actually, for something like this, get it to be whatever size you want, and it will actually like stay that size. And so that's how the pants will work. I went ahead, I was going to like order some of these. I ordered them today off Amazon and stuff. And so that way, next time I'll actually have these guys will have that belt buckle structure to it. So that way you have a functional pair of pants that actually should look like, I'm also ordering like a military style one that's like clamps down. If you ever seen like any military belt ever, they all have that same clamp style. They all have that same clamp style to it, okay? And so that is kind of like, I think original idea. Like realistically, I'm not really sure anyone else has it. I've never personally seen it, where it's like you have the waist belt being a belt itself, and then it's still going to be elastic. So it will be stretchy still, even once you have it tight on you. You can still kind of like pull it off and finagle it and, move it the way you want. So you have that casual wear while still kind of looking like you have a belt. And if you notice, another problem that I have is I cut a hole in these to do that. Well, I actually talked to a person recently about buying their buttonhole machine. And so I'll be, hopefully, if it all goes out and the deal works well, I'll be making these with buttonholes. And so I'll have a nice little vertical buttonhole there that goes through the fabric and then to the other side. And two buttonholes, and then, your fabric, and then a little belt buckle where this little silver thing is going to be a little belt buckle. So that's my idea. That's kind of like my original little, I call it a self-adjusting. Yeah, there you go. Self-adjusting shorts. That sounds right. That sounds good, right? Something like that. Self-adjusting shorts. So SAS, self-adjusting shorts, SAS. So, that's the idea. As I said, I'm one-man operation, so it does take me time to do all this. That's why I'm not taking you guys' money already and, gone today, here today, gone tomorrow. Right? I want to make sure that when I'm here, you know about it and you're there with me, right? I just keep feeling like I'm going to burn myself if I leave that there. I saw it in the monitor. I'm like, I'm going to burn this. Yeah, like SAS, which is funny because where I got the fabric from was SAS fabrics. So that is ironic, and this is, I'm going to sell it in stretchy fabric. This is a stretchy fabric. And you can, if you want to order it in not stretch fabric, we can definitely do that. You need some fancy pants. Let's do it, right? I'll make you one in corduroy. I'll make some in denim. I'll make some in everything like that. But with this unique belt buckle structure. So that way you have a comfort up top. Because I have a bit of a belly. And it's like, I don't like all of the belt buckles and the stuff. And it's just like, it gets in me, right? So it's like, I'm trying to find the smallest thing possible. But if you want the military style other stuff, I'll have other options. Because part of the company is you are involved in it as well. If you want something, then you can talk to the real designer. Gucci is dead, right? And Armani is a 70-something-year-old man. Alexander McQueen's been gone for 30 years. You're not talking to them. And if you did, you're going to spend $20,000 to $50,000 on that garment. So it's like, for me, you can still talk to me. And I don't plan on working for Gucci. I don't plan on working for another one. Does the material create static? No, it's stretch fabric. Why would it create static? Why would it create static? No, it's just regular. It's just regular jersey, just regular old jersey. There's there's nothing fancy about the fabric at all. I will be buying American as much as possible. SAS, I can't guarantee where it is. Probably mostly Chinese fabric, and so that's kind of like budgeting stuff. But ultimately, I'll be buying from it's called like Eco Recycled 2.0. It's like a Lycrocell is what the proper name of it is, but it's a stretchy material made from like recycled plastic. So it has elastane mixed with like a Letrocell fabric and stuff like that. So it won't. At the end of the day, this is again a sample, a cute little sample that I'm using old fabric from, because why make a $50 sample when I can make a $5 one, right? I'm just one man, so it's like I got to do the budget stuff. Plus, I have this in my house, and like I got to get rid of it. Right, I have so much fabric. It's like I got to get rid of some of this stuff so I can buy new quality stuff in. So, anyways, the other thing I did want to go over, because this is a pair of pants, right? And you might be wondering how I made them. Well, it's a little dirty secret of the industry. I took a pair of pants apart. So this is my sacrificial lamb. As you can see here, what I did was I cut, see this is like half of it right here. I cut out a front piece. I cut out the back piece. Cut out the back piece. Cut out the front piece. And then made these patterns from it. So you got a front, you got a back, and you got yourself a waistband. Oh, well, at the end of the day, one of the nice things about the company is if something does become very staticky, contact me and talk to me about that. I'll never buy the fabric again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not planning on buying 1,000, 10,000 yards of anything like Calvin Klein or people like that would. I want to buy 10 yards, 20 yards, 100 yards is going to be a lot for me. So it's like, if some fabric does, like, I'm not getting nothing out of this. Like, I don't feel that and realistically, this black stuff is what I sell at my other company. And it's like, we never had a problem with it. I don't think it's staticky at all. I don't feel any static from it at all. You know, I mean, if you, as I'm saying, if you end up due, hey, tell me, and we'll talk about it, and I can, you know, give you a refund. I can do, you know, we'll talk about that if it ends up being a problem to you. But I don't think so. I've never encountered that necessarily with this fabric, and the fabric that I'm buying in the future. If it does stock you, then we'll change it. You know, I'm not setting my stone anything. But yeah, I did want to show you guys. That's kind of like one of the secrets of how to make something. I started with this and then was able to make this. And then that led to this guy. And I did make changes. Like, for instance, you notice this one actually has a pocket in the front, and I've changed it to be a side pocket. So, you know, it's not a carbon copy by any means. And that's actually how a lot of the industry works, where Calvin Klein will look at what Kenneth Cole is doing and be like, hey, let me steal the sweater that you're doing, and stuff like that. Like, it's very, very common. So, you know, it is part of the industry. And I just wanted to show off kind of like what some people do and how it works, right? So, we only have about a week or two of these left. My Canabots, I think I have 1 week left, maybe 2 weeks left if I you know, do it slowly or something. But, you know, we're going to end the stream here. And as always, I want to try to end my stream with some kind of unboxing. It's always fun. Nice way to lighten the mood. Even though the mood's not really heavy to begin with, right? Bloop. All right, this is a Sketch 1. It's a cool little guy. And let's see what the other one is. And then I'll do a close-up here in a second. Yeah, get in there. Let's see, now you can see me struggling to open these boxes up. All right. Ooh, I know this one. We've seen this one before. This is that felt one. This is that felt one. It's all fuzzy. Yeah, it's all fuzzy. I don't know if you could see it all that well, but it's all fuzzy. All fuzzy. Isn't that cute? And then see, this one is, so you can tell like kind of like the plasticky nature versus like, see how like fuzzy that one is. But yeah. And this is the other one. Thank you guys. I always appreciate all the support from my family and everybody. You know, I always love it. Everyone is welcome into my live streams, whether you're family or not. Because once you're here, you're family. I don't know if I can legally say that, because that's probably someone's catchphrase. But yeah, you know, once you're in my live stream, you're a part of the club. We'll do it that way, right? We don't have to infringe on anyone else's laws. But yeah, and also this is cute, right? This is what I bring to work every day. And so I bring my little water bottle, and then I have a little baby Yoda that I carry around with me. Like my baby Yoda. I got it for free from like like when the movie or like the TV show was coming out. There was like a free event for it, and I got a little button from it. So yeah, but anyways, that's what I got today. I got a pair of shorts. I got half a shirt because I'm messing up the design a little bit, you know. But it's a messy process, and that's what we're in it for. And then I got two cool little things. My little prints and the other little print. That's all, you know, like a hard thing. Maybe I'll do a stream one day where I show off like how I made these once I really master it and like do 100 or 200. Next week, be on the lookout. I'm going to make some scrunchies because as you can see, my hair, you know, is a big old mess. And so I do want to get some scrunchies going. And so I'll be making those next week. And yeah. Thanks so much for coming out. I'll have another, just got some more shirts and stuff for next week, and then a pair of pants. So the same thing with pants, but hopefully also with if the belt buckle comes in on time and everything like that, it'll have a belt buckle and everything to it too. Or the technically the bag strap kind of idea. Because I thought it was unique. And it's, you know, it should really work. And then I might end up putting some belt loops onto this guy too. So like afterwards you can like put it on there so you don't have to have it like hanging out. So honestly it looks like a formal pair of pants, but they don't have to know that it's really a secret stretchy pants. That's your secret stretchy pants. Especially if I get the buttonhole machine, it'll look really professional. It'll look really, really like every week I'm trying to get a little bit, all right? So, anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. I love you guys. Bye-bye. For my family, I'll talk to y'all later. And for everyone else, I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye, y'all. See ya. Bye. I gotta figure out a good place to put this monitor, huh? Bye. Thanks. See you on the next one. Yep. Bye-bye, everybody.